Alrighty, happy Friday and welcome to Cameron University's League team. It looks like we're going to start off with Camille, Leeson, Ari, Varus, Pantheon, and for the enemy team, we're going to have Gangplank, Skarner, Katarina, Jinx, and Thresh. Looks like our team will start off bottom right. I mean, it's a place that we see them start off most times. I feel like top right is where they win the most, but let's see if they get a victory on this one. It'd be definitely nice to see. Looks like Ari already going into jungle and setting up. As long as Thresh and Skarner don't get super close, she should be okay here and quite safe. And it looks like they are going to be playing quite far away from each other. Leeson, Varus, and Pantheon now in jungle as well. Both teams getting closer to each other, meeting up in jungle. Looks like Jinx will scout them out first, but she's not kind of looking for that fight though. Thresh and Skarner still there as well, but they don't want to take it right now. And they're just going to be waiting in that bush, hopefully, hoping that blue team might come up and push them a little bit. Varus, coming up, pushing them a little bit more, but I don't think red team wants to catch these hands, and they're going to play a bit more passively. They're just kind of waiting in their area, in their spawn, kind of making sure that, if a fight does happen, they want blue team to push to them and not the other way around. I mean, it's just smart in that aspect, and I completely get that. But it looks like blue's just not going to have it, and they're going to start, going onto the lanes and doing their own thing, as red team is just, still waiting for any type of fight to maybe occur in these first few minutes. Looks like Gangplank will find Camille though. Camille hiding in those bushes quite sneakily. She will get some hits off on him, but not enough to do any major damage. And it looks like blue team still in jungle, chilling out. Red team as well, but looks like no fights are going to be happening there. Camille already in top lane as well with Gangplank. Gangplank still kind of low from those hits from Camille earlier, but still just not much going on. Early game, people are going to be focusing on getting those minions down, getting some gold so they can start getting some better items. But it looks like bottom lane, Thresh and Jinx already pushing up onto Varus and Pantheon there. Both of them quite low. Pantheon half health already. He needs to play a bit safe. He doesn't want to do that first blood. I mean, that would put red team already in the lead. So they need to make sure they don't play super aggressive here because Thresh and Jinx have most of that space bottom lane already. They've got it mapped out. They know what they're going to do. Blue team's just going to have to play a bit back behind that turret. I mean, they already know what's going on. They don't want to risk it. So they're just going to be sticking by that bottom turret for now. Camille though and Gangplank still just, exchanging some blows. Nothing that could do any major damage. Pantheon still trying to go for kills here. He needs to watch out. He is low, and I mean, Jinx is extremely deadly, so he needs to make sure that he still stays out of her range so she can't get any, sneaky blows off of him. Looks like Leeson, though, comes in to help Camille, but no kill on Gangplank either. He goes behind that turret. Nothing to fear. He knows once that turret is still up, I mean, they still got quite a big league of safety there. I mean, that first turret does so much in these fights. You really can't push up too far, because not only having that damage from the enemy team, that turret damage is just absolutely insane. You do not want to be caught up in that. Thresh still holding his ground here. He doesn't want to let him get any ground. I mean, it's 2v1. Thresh is waiting for his partner to get back. Looks like there she is. And Jinx is just going to be hiding in those bushes, waiting for them to push up. But pretty sure Varus and Pantheon know that she's there, so they don't want to be super aggressive. They're going to take some ground though. Jinx backing up, doesn't want to be caught out there and give them that first blood. But it looks like Pantheon's trying to go for that kill on the front, but he does get stunned and rooted. I mean, Varus is doing his best to back him up here. Pantheon is low, and it looks like, unfortunately, they will trade. So red team will get that first blood, and Jinx will get it, but unfortunately they will trade. However, Varus comes out on top, and they do get 2 from the red team bottom lane, so that's really good. Blue team's going to have a nice chance to push up there. It looks like someone is pushing bottom lane there from red team, so he's going to be extremely careful. I mean, Varus was already low. Looks like Skarner is coming up to take that ground back. His teammates are down. They're going to need some help there if they don't want Varus to take all that ground. And it looks like, unfortunately, Skarner did come at the right time. Varus was already low, and he will finish off that kill as well. Even though 2v2, so it's not that bad. I mean, blue team is still ahead in that gold production right now, and that's extremely important for late game to make sure you get those items first. And it looks like Ari's trying to finish off Katarina. She goes in for a kill on Ari. I mean, she thought that Ari would die from that turret, but unfortunately got away with 1 health, and that just gave Ari a free kill. Nice try, but unfortunately didn't really work there at the end. Thresh and Jinx still holding that turret, waiting for blue team to come back. They know they're going to be there any second, so they don't want to push up way too far and risk dying again. Varus and Pantheon pushing now up onto Thresh and Jinx, doing their best to get any damage in, but it looks like they're just going to play out of that range. They don't want to really get into a big fight here. They're kind of testing their limits, trying to get some minions down before they decide to actually get some major damage off these two bottom lane. I mean, they saw what happened last time. Now they kind of know how to play around them, and they're going to have to find a way to play around, I mean, Jinx as well, bottom lane. They've already done it before, but Varus and Pantheon definitely have kind of a setback now that, you know, Jinx knows how to play around them. Thresh as well there. I feel like he's kind of leading bottom lane right now, especially between both of them. He's doing a great job at taking that space, but blue team's also doing an amazing job at punishing him for it. So red team does want to take more space here. It's quite obvious, but it looks like Pantheon wants to punish him again. He does get rooted. It looks like he could go down again, but Varus gets a nice finish off on it, and Jinx is left to fend for herself. Lee Sin comes in to finish the kill. Jinx is one shot, turns around to get some damage in, but it looks like Varus will get that double kill as well. I mean, red team now is having a hard time pushing up on blue team. Blue team bottom lane is way ahead in that gold production now. I mean, they've got 2 kills off on him, so they're gonna have an easier time taking them down, you know, over and over and over again. So red team's just gonna have to be extremely careful about pushing up. I mean, most of the time they've just been giving away space, pushing up, but they haven't been doing any actual damage, and that's kind of where they're lacking right now. Looks like a fight going down in jungle as well. And it's sort of blue team's quadrant here. Ahri and Lee Sin doing their best to take out Katarina and Skarner. Looks like Varus will come in and join the fight. Unfortunately, Lee Sin will go down. Pantheon doing his best to get a kill there as well. And it looks like he'll find that kill he was looking for. A double kill also by Varus, getting Skarner down. Jinx though, and Thresh still there. You know, came from bottom lane, trying to help him out. Ahri's doing her best to run away from this Thresh, but it looks like she is low. Thresh could easily get this kill off of Ahri, but she's definitely doing her best to evade him. Let's get airborne. Jinx comes in to help finish that kill off, and unfortunately, they will get the kill as well. But blue team's still in the lead, 7-5. I mean, that was a close fight, but blue team's still in the lead from those bottom lane kills. So, in general, they're doing a really great job at just, you know, applying just as much pressure as they need onto this team. Camille as well, just hitting a few shots onto that gangplank, but it looks like he will be shooting her, you know, getting her a few times there as well. Camille is, you know, less than half healthy, so she has to be careful. She doesn't want to get way too close to that turret to get damage down. It looks like bottom lane Jinx was about to get killed too, but left at the exact right time. She was extremely close to dying there. Could have gotten 8-5, but still 7-5. Blue team's ahead in gold production by 1k. Still no turrets taking down though, which I mean is okay for where we're at now. It's the beginning of the game. We're not close to end game, so I mean turret damage isn't really something they need to focus on right now. It's more about building that gold up and making sure to get those kills where it counts to take that space. Looks like Katarina will get a shot in on Ahri, but nothing major. Varus and Pantheon taking some space there, bottom lane from Thresh again. Camille and Gangplank, both half health, still going at it. You know, nothing much happening. Both of them just right now at a stalemate. Not trying to look for any kills, but doing their best to, you know, get some damage off on each other. Looks like Lee Sin is coming to help Camille there. They could finish off the Gangplank, and it looks like that's what they're looking for. They will be going into that turret, but it looks like they will find the kill they were looking for. Nicely done. Also, Lee Sin tanked that damage from the turret, which could have killed his teammate there. So, big plays on them. Probably wasn't meant to do that, but still, great job on Lee Sin for coming in for that help. Thresh and Jinx again getting pushed back to that turret, and it looks like Pantheon is doing his best to get rooted again. Usually it's okay by it, but unfortunately gets hit by that turret, and Jinx is able to finish it off and get a double kill onto Varus as well. That was just more of an unfortunate situation. Usually when he got rooted, Pantheon was able to escape, but that turret damage was way too deadly and just left Jinx with open ground to get one shot off and get that kill. Now Camille as well, one shot. I mean, he's getting mad that Camille got that help with Lee Sin and that damage off. Now he kind of wants some revenge revenge. It looks like they're gonna go for Lee Sin. They decided to let Camille go. Skarner and Gangplank, you know, trying to follow this Lee Sin right now, but it looks like Lee Sin will get a kill there as well off of Skarner. Gangplank doing his best to chase him, but Camille comes in for that help. Now Gangplank is 2v1ing. This isn't how they thought it was gonna go down, and luckily Camille gets away with 1 health, and they do get that double kill. Lee Sin turned that 2v1 into a different 2v1 from the other side, and I mean, got a double kill there. That was extremely awesome. I mean, it was a nice evade and then jump in by him as well, and it was just nicely played. I mean, Camille waited till he had some more health and then jumped in to help him out, and then they ended up getting those kills, something we're not seeing from Red Team here, as they're not really playing together. They're doing their best to group up on them, but I mean, they just don't have any help from jungle. I haven't really seen any except Skarner in the beginning. And it looks like Pantheon and Varus will get an extremely quick kill off of Jinx here, leaving Thresh to kind of fend for himself. Skarner's doing his best to come back here to give him some backup, but it looks like Varus will find that kill he was looking for onto Thresh as well. I mean, Skarner left to fend for himself. Don't get a double kill here. Katarina coming in as well. She will get a kill off, but it looks like she will find a double kill. Unfortunately, it will get that off. Ahri coming in though to clean up that kill. I mean, that was just extremely close. A nice cleanup there by Katarina, but unfortunately, Ahri was still there to finish off that kill as well. So it looks like blue team will probably get that turret bottom lane as well. Some nice teamwork there by bottom lane blue team. I mean, they're getting so much ground right now. And it looks like Camille will find Gangplank top lane as well with Lee Sin. Gangplank doing his best to get that top turret down, but they're just not going to let it happen and get that kill off. Pantheon still waiting in jungle, hopefully, hoping that Jinx might come close so he can get a jump on him. And it looks like he's gonna find Thresh instead, get a nice stun off him, but Pantheon's gonna have to be extremely careful. I mean, Jinx is right there as well. Pantheon is one shot, and unfortunately, some nice things there, but Jinx still gets that finishing kill off. And Varus as well, one shot, but it looks like with that attack from Katarina, he will go down, and Red Team will find 2 more kills. However, Blue Team's still in the lead, 15-11, but Red Team will get this dragon, unfortunately, and will gain some more ground onto Blue Team. Blue Team, though, focusing on that top turret as well. I mean, bottom turret should be down pretty soon. It's been extremely low. And it looks like Gangplank is doing his best to protect it, but with Camille and Lee Sin, and Lee Sin jumps on him and gets another nice kill off. Ahri still protecting mid lane as well for Katarina, doing her best to gain some ground. She's been doing a great job of, coming through jungle to help get those kills off. But it looks like bottom lane, Blue Team, I mean, its turret might go down soon here, I don't know, but right now Pantheon is doing his best to protect it, but Blue Team did get that first turret off top lane, which is really nice here. Red Team doing their best to trade it. Blue Team also doing their best to protect this that first turret bottom lane, but it is a 3v2 right now. Jinx, Skarner, and Thresh could easily take this turret right now if Varus and Pantheon don't get a kill here, and it looks like they will be trying to look to go in for it. I mean, Jinx is getting ever so closely, but it looks like they might just wait and kind of stagger back and sit mid lane, and hopefully they're trying to, I mean, right now they're just trying to get Pantheon and Varus to get closer and closer so they can swarm them. Skarner just waiting in jungle, and they're doing their best to get them back into that kind of mid lane area, bottom. Pantheon and Varus know what's up. They don't really want to get jumped here, but it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Pantheon is one shot. He's doing his best to go for Jinx. Unfortunately, he will get eaten. Red Team is, going for those kills. They found what they wanted. Camille, though, doing her best to finish off Thresh. They kind of make it even here. Here's one shot. It looks like they will find it. Camille is getting hit, though, by that turret, and it looks like Jinx will unfortunately shut her down. I mean, Red Team just did a great job at setting up those kills there, making sure to hide and play extremely safely. They didn't want to go in and be extremely aggressive and get hit by that green turret. They just kind of waited until the blue team pushed up and just swarmed them. It was a really great job, and I mean, that's the only weakness I've really seen from our team so far, is anytime the enemy team decides to swarm them, our team has a really hard time kind of deducting what to do in those situations. But luckily, they still came up on top. Ahri and Varus did get that bottom turret as well. I mean, that sets ahead our team 2 blue turrets already. Red team still at 0. (18-13) already. Blue team still in the lead. Turrets I mean, damage, kills, gold, 5k ahead. I mean, this is all really good right now. Lee Sin going in though for that 3v1, hoping to kill Jinx, but it looks like Jinx will get some help. Lee Sin does get stunned and rooted. Pantheon doing his best to come in as quick as possible to help him out. It looks like Lee Sin will find that kill on Jinx that he was looking for. Skarner is low, but unfortunately he will shut down Lee Sin. Pantheon doing his best to at least get another kill off, and they will find Skarner there. Looks like red team though will get that first top turret for blue team, so it looks like they're finally, you know, trying to get ahead here with one turret down, but it looks like blue team will get 4 turrets on red team already, so that turret really didn't matter. Blue team said, hey, you take one of my turrets, I take one of yours. Thresh and Jinx doing their best to, you know, make sure to play behind that half-health turret. They don't want any more turrets going down. Blue team's been doing a great job at turret damage and just getting tons of turrets off on red. Looks like Jinx and Thresh will find out Ahri here in mid lane. They will pull her in and get a stun and a root off. Lee Sin is doing his best to help his Ahri out here, but unfortunately Jinx will find that kill in there. But Jinx will go down for it as well. Lee Sin saw what happened and decided he wanted revenge. Thresh and Skarner decided to back up a bit more, while red team, it looks like we'll find another turret down here from blue team. If red team want to catch up, they're going to have to be looking for some major, team kills right now. Blue team still only 22 to 15, and it looks like Varus will find another kill there on a Katarina as well. Looks like blue team will get that dragon as well. So most of red team is going on, doing the best to work their way back onto those lanes. Gangplank not wanting to push up any further, just kind of waiting top lane right now. Red team still trying to gather themselves, coming back out of spawn. Looks like Jinx and Thresh though will be coming in the jungle, hopefully looking for some kills with Skarner. They're waiting along the sidelines as well. Looks like Skarner, Thresh, and Jinx kind of sitting mid lane. They don't want Ahri to push up any further and get any more turrets there. And it looks like Skarner will find Lee Sin here. Lee Sin doing his best to evade them right now. He isn't wanting to 4v1. That 3v1 he handled pretty well, but 4v1, I don't really know about that one. Looks like he will try to help his Ahri there, but Ahri just finishes off the kill herself quite quickly, gets that first kill off of Jinx here in this fight, and it looks like Gangplank is next, but he does a nice evade there. Lee Sin could not finish him off. Skarner, Thresh, and Gangplank doing their best to, go back behind that turret and hide there so they get some more damage off on him. Red team still has 2 of these turrets here, so they're going to have an easier time fighting this fight with these turrets. Blue team's either going to have to bait them out, or they're just going to have to just leave. Looks like Skarner's going first. Will get time as well, but he will get pulled there to safety. Katarina does get rooted as well, and airborne, and pushed into the team. They will find another kill off. That's 2 kills here already for blue team. Thresh and Skarner remaining here by that red turret. It looks like Jinx as well, coming back to help her team out. They're still looking for kills on the blue team, but I don't think it's going to happen. Camille doing her best to push up top lane on a Gangplank. Looks like that red turret might be falling top lane as well, as it looks like blue team is still trying to do their best, in gaining some space mid lane. like another turret there from blue team, leaving blue team already at 6 turrets down from red team. Looks like unfortunately for red team, somebody decided to rage quit. Skarner wasn't having it anymore and he decided to just dip. This is definitely going to make it much easier here for blue team to push up on red team and finish this game off. I mean, it was already looking in blue team's favor here, unless Skarner reconnects, which I don't think he will. I mean, blue team should just have an easier time rolling them. Down there onto Camille as well, but Katarina can't find that kill she was looking for. I mean, it's a 4v3 right now. Jinx is doing her best to help out her team. Resh and Katarina still doing their best to run away. It looks like they will catch out Katarina as well. I mean, Gangplank just came back and he's already in that fight as well. He's extremely low. He's going to take that kill, and unfortunately will get punched by that turret, and Pantheon will also get killed there, unfortunately, by Thresh. Camille trying to do her best to jump in there and finish off Jinx, and it looks like she will get that kill she was looking for, and they will get that double kill onto Thresh as well. Some nice teamwork there as well from blue team. Ari just finding these kills honestly where it counts. Looks like blue team will get another red turret again, leaving them at 7 turrets now, and red team at only 2. 29-17 as well for blue team, doing a great job at punishing red. And I mean, now that one of theirs is gone, they're gonna have a really hard time trying to fight back here. It's always gonna be like one person down on their team, so that's gonna be extremely hard for them to fight back. But it looks like Katarina in that 1v1 will win it and get that kill off as well onto Varus. Things now. She knows it's in that end game, doing her best to sort of stay around spawn. They don't want to go out too far, just in case blue team comes back and does want to push them. Looks like blue team will be waiting in jungle, just hopefully, waiting and hoping that red team will come down there so they can get another cleanup and, push that last push to victory. And it looks like Katarina will get cut out bottom lane, and Camille and Pantheon doing the best to punish it. Jinx as well. Pulls out her big boy gun, hoping to get some kills off. It looks like she will find the kill on the Pantheon, but she will get punished for it by Ari. Jinx probably the one person on the enemy team that has found the most finishes. I mean, she does have some major damage going on for her. And it looks like Lee Sin's going with just a 2v1 Jinx from the rest of it. She has quite a lot of health, so he's kind of struggling a little bit. He will find that one kill off of Gangplank though. Now he's going in for Thresh, a 1v1, but he will have to watch out for that turret damage. That's going to be the most deadly for him. He does get airborne, and it looks like he will get finished off by those turrets. I mean, Thresh had it coming for him. He would have died there, but those turrets are just way too deadly. And I mean, I feel like that's been Lee Sin's #1 counter so far. Ari and Varus, though, going for those inhibitors and that turret there in red team spawn. It looks like they will be finding it as well. Red team finally coming back. Looks like another red turret will be destroyed here, so blue team way in the lead for turret kills at 9-2. Looks like Camille and Pantheon will find Katarina shot out as well and get that easy kill off. Jinx and Thresh doing their best to help out their teammate, but it looks like they couldn't do that damage they were looking for. Camille and Pantheon, jumping into that double kill, and it looks like they will find it on the Jinx and hopefully a triple kill on the Thresh as well, and they will find that. Nice triple kill there from Camille, and it looks like this will help blue team, push that last push. I mean, they're extremely close now. They've destroyed most of the inhibitors. 2 to go, 2 more turrets. And I mean, they've got that Nexus Crystal easy. Red Team's gonna be spawning back here in 10 seconds, so if they can get some of these inhibitors out, I mean, that's what they should be looking for. And it looks like a few more seconds here. Red Team's gonna be responding. They did get 2 of those inhibitors already. I mean, all there's left now is these 2 turrets, which will be protecting them, but unfortunately, looks like that's not gonna happen. They just surrender. They knew it was gonna happen, and Blue Team gets an easy victory.